All right, so we're in the garage. We have some Cat6A cable here. What this is it has a shield around it. That's the difference between it and Cat6. First thing we got to do is strip it off. So I got my handy dandy stripping tool here. I'm gonna strip it. You don't have to take a lot off. Maybe an inch, honestly. So I'm running around here and getting the jacket, hopefully. There's my jacket. Then the copper wrapping here inside. This is your stripping tool, which we aren't going to use because we don't have to strip any more off. This copper jacket, I need to open it up. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit if I can get my fingernails in here. There is always a seam. There's the seam that I found it. And I like to just peel it back around itself. Like in the end, you end up with that the jack will actually like provide more insulation, but this is good because the idea of this foil is to keep the crosstalk from getting out. Right, inside it's going to be wrapped in plastic. This is trash. So I do have a little sad cutter here that needs to just be cut off. There's also some pulling braid here. I'm going to cut that off too. And while I'm here, I'm cutting off the little wire. All right, so here's what it looks like inside. I forget the name of this thing in here, this plastic thing. But this plastic thing keeps the pairs kind of separated. This is how you get a big difference between this and Cat5 is this little thing. I need to cut this off in order to get it in there. So I'm cutting that off. This is part of my trash. And if you've ever done Cat5, it's the same here. I'm just going to untwist these. The blue and the brown end up being paired. And then you have to do some funny crossing over with the orange and the green, if I recall correctly. So I do need to do the same. The thing about this one is, if I'm making an RJ45, these have to be super, super straight. With these I want them straight, but it doesn't have the same necessity to be straight. So I am going to straighten these out. And all I'm doing here is squeezing them and pulling on them hard. Just kind of bend them a little bit. They will straighten out nicely. Straightening them out here. Straightening them out here. All right, and then I got my outlets here. Pull this out. So usually you get a little pack in here. This has I don't know what the name of this is, but this is where the wires are gonna go. And here's my jack. So this one's open already. Now I've already forgotten how you open these. You just need to pull them open. Usually end up with a screwdriver here. I think you lift them up a little bit. Yeah. I'm just gonna put the screwdriver under the end. This is how you kind of pull them apart, maybe, if it wants to cooperate. There you go. So I do need that open. I'm just going to leave that down there. I'm going to open my little Ziploc baggie here and take our friend out. So I need to run the wire through this gap. And then along the sides, I've got my A and B. And I'm gonna do this in B because that's what the cool kids do, I guess. I get to say. So wires go through. You'll notice here I've got like the orange and the green are gonna end up getting a little separated later. But I do want them, because I'm on B here, and you can hardly see that tiny thing, but the green one is what needs to be here. So I need the green. Then I'm gonna need the blue. And then on the other side, I can see I need the brown and the orange. And where it has the little V, that's the white and blue. So that's gonna go through here. You need to pull it pretty hard and straight and put it on that. So what I need to do is like the channels here need to not interfere with each other. And my goodness, that is tiny, right? So it needs to go through. There's 2 channels right there. It needs to go through it and not interfere with each other. I need to make sure this green one goes through right. I'm twisting them so I can get them into the channels. And this is really this is serious wiring, because if you untwist it too much, you're not going to get your highest data rate. So, trying to be fancy here. Get them all in there. All right, I got white, brown, and brown. So again, I'm going across here. Put that white one in there. And I've got to get it flat as I can right here, because the connector won't go in right if I don't have them flat. The funny part is this is actually the biggest hard part. Making sure that blue or green goes in. Looks pretty good. All right, once I've done that, I'm gonna cut them. You can probably use a pair of scissors just as well, but these need to be cut off super close to that edge. So I'm cutting them off here. And then we are going to put it in the connector. All right, once we're in here, now we got to make sure that there is an upside down and a right side up with this. So there's this little plastic thing, and that goes, let me double check where it goes. Damn it, right? You're supposed to remember this, Dr. Haynes. Of course, there's an arrow there, and I can't remember what that means. Let me just make sure we're doing this. Where does that go? This is crazy, huh? Pretty sure this goes this way now, because I think it's the wider open end. When I get it in, it's going to be okay. All right, so here it goes in. And the thing that'll happen, by the way, is if you do it wrong, the thing won't close. I got pliers here. This is what I use to crimp it. So I need to push this in like first. And I push it on, and it's gonna go all the way in. Squeezing it on both sides. I don't know how much worse this is than Cat 5, but it is what it is. So there we're pretty much in all the way, and this should just close easily. That's how you know the plastic part was in the right spot, that little piece of plastic there. I should be able to just clamp this in, and it should go nice and tight. All right, that's done. And the final touch here, which we're not gonna do right now, is you wrap a little zip tie around this, and it just holds it together. But we're not gonna do that right now, because I need to test it. All right, so we wired the other end of this now, and we're just gonna test it. So let's just pop it on here. And once we test it, if it works, then it's ready to wire up. I'm plugging this in, putting on my handy dandy tester here, the test button. Yep, all 8, working great. So we're done. So what you're doing here is you gotta watch, there's a white clip that goes on the top, and there's like a little rounded spot. You just kind of notch it in on the bottom, rock it up, squeeze that white clip down, clip, do them both, boom. And now it just slides into the wall. You don't have a ton of insulation and stuff in the way. Yeah. And we're ready to go. Oh, look at that. All right, and then we'll screw it in and we're done.